Oh boy, we got over 2 weeks of anime news to go through. That honestly, I struggle to know where to begin. We have a lot of fighting game stuff coming out from Evo Japan. We've got some sales numbers for Demon Slayer. We've got some new games announced, a lot of DLC, and of course, Naruto Shinobi Striker has 2 more seasons of DLC coming up. So we're going to talk about all of that in today's Around the Bush. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. It's Around the Bush o'clock, and I'm here with Rene. How's it going?
Yo, it's going very well. I worked out in the morning, had some Burger King because today was sort of my cheat day.
Shifting? You're shifting your cheat day. It's usually Saturdays, but today because it's a holiday, you're shifting it.
Yeah, I shifted it because I'm not gonna have the opportunity. I'm probably gonna eat healthy throughout the whole weekend, so I'm just gonna have Burger King.
Okay.
Have a rest. I like to work out in the morning, come back, have a shower, and then have my Burger King as well. And you know what? Another thing that I wanted to point out, I'm rocking my True Classic. This is not sponsored, but we have been sponsored by True Classic, and man, I am in love with his shirts.
It feels good, right?
It feels great.
This is not a sponsored segment, but like whenever we take sponsors and we try to sell you shit, it's usually because we think it's worth it, you know?
Yeah,
there are some places where I feel weird about it, where it's like, okay, Raycon, for instance. Like, I wear my Raycons every day. Like, I use them to actually go to bed, go to sleep, and they're comfortable and everything else. But like, I'm not a headphone review guy, you know? I haven't been comparing with a bunch of other earbuds, so sometimes I feel weird saying, yo, I really recommend these because I haven't compared them to others. But at the very least, I can say, nah, I like this product a lot. Like, it's been good.
Yeah.
So whenever we are sponsored by someone and we say, yo, check this shit out, it's usually because we like it.
Yeah, and this is definitely the case. And you know, I like my shirts to have like this slim fit look, and True Classic really rocks it.
Yeah, nice.
Anyway,
I've been honestly struggling today to think, wow, this is a weekday and I should not eat garbage. So you say that you shifted things, I'm like, okay, well, no, I'm not gonna do it. I might have.
Here's the thing.
I might have some popcorn. I might have some popcorn today because I'm probably going to the movies. But other than that.
Let's not forget that I did work out 3 times this week. That also counts. That is also important. I know you work out as well, but you know, something every now and then you deserve one of those cheat meals, even if it's during the middle of the week.
You gotta go for it. And Androp says that the Raycons do have too much space for him. I agree. Sometimes, like there are 3 sound profiles on the Raycons, and one of them is like bass sound. And that is like extra bassy. Sometimes I turn that on though. It depends on the song and depends on the context. Like, okay, this is a weird story. So during my vacation, everyone wanted to go to a techno party. I fucking hate techno, man. But they bought the tickets, and I'm like, well, fuck. Now it's too late to say no. So here I'm going to the party, and then I'm at the party. And one of the dudes that wanted us to go to the party is like, I'm gonna take earplugs. I'm like, what? Yeah, just take earplugs. Sometimes it gets loud. If you don't want to use them, you can just put them in your pocket. I'm like, cool. I don't have earplugs, but I do have my Raycons. So the music was super boring. No one liked the techno party. But
not even the fans?
Not even the fans.
Jesus.
But I had my Raycons. So I started blasting some Periphery, some Polyphia, and let me tell you, the bass from techno hitting your body while the beat of Polyphia is bursting in your ears with the ultra bass sound. Oh, it's good, man. Oh, it's very good. I had an experience that I don't know how many people did. I guess I don't know how many people go to a techno party hating techno and also listen to metal and have the songs line up from time to time.
I promise this is the last story we'll tell before we go into the news, because this is quite a big news day, because 2 weeks before we even did this episode. But I had a moment like that. Last concert I went to, I think, I was listening to Gojira, and it was middle of the night, right? The sky was super clear. I saw stars everywhere, And I had this moment. I was listening to one of my favorite musics from Gojira, and like I had this moment where I looked at the stars, and I just like, how weird is it that in a planet where life suddenly existed, now I'm enjoying music. I'm enjoying something. It was
Rainy, when you start spiraling in that direction, that's when you get all the social anxiety from how big the universe is and how it all began and all that bullshit.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I had a moment like, oh my god, this was beautiful. One of my favorite songs. It was a moment. Anyway, let's get into the news.
Yeah, let's get into the news. 2 weeks of news. So 2 weeks ago we had or 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago we had our last episode, and you weren't here, you were on vacation. Last week I was on vacation, so we got 2 weeks of news to catch up on. And of course, while I'm on vacation, that's when Bandai decides to drop the biggest news they've ever done for Naruto Shinobi Striker. 2 new season passes, that's 6 and 7, coming out both in this year. Now, you were here, and you kind of saw the community react to it. What was your take with this reveal?
This was so random. This was so random, so out of the blue. Obviously, we joke and we say when you go on vacation, we get news. I was not even thinking.
It's not a joke.
It's not. It's not a joke. It always happens. But you know, we were expecting obviously something new to happen. Shinobi Striker has been giving us a lot of content, but like, this was so out of nowhere. This was such a shift from what they've been doing. Like. Throughout the 5 seasons that we got, we usually get the trailer at the beginning, we get one character announced, and then we get like the others, we'll see as they are announced and as they are released. This was so different. Them doing like a full blog post announcing 2 seasons, announcing like the whole bunch of new plans that they have with the new DLC, with the new maps. Crazy. Like, we knew that this game was more successful than people gave it credit for, but I actually didn't think it was this successful, because them coming out with new stuff and an actual roadmap for 2 new seasons that are actually super different from what they've done in the past is so surprising, and I'm so thankful, because you know, I love this game. I love what they do with this game. I love covering this game as well, and it's just like they have been. I think what they did with this post was awesome for the community.
Yeah. This had the feeling to me of like, here's what we're going to do in the next fiscal year. Here's our PowerPoint presentation. You know, had that feeling of like, let's present what we're doing with this game to shareholders. Kind of that vibe to it. My initial reaction was, they know about the leaks. Because Season 6 and 7 had already been known. Like, people already knew about 6 and 7 coming to Shinobi Striker. That had been data mined before. However, we did not know how many characters were going to be in each season. So I think this is also them getting ahead of leaks and saying, yeah, both of these seasons are coming, and they're also both coming in this year. So like, announcing the 2 seasons at the same time they can do that because 1, the seasons are much shorter now, only 3 characters apiece, and I think only 6 months per season. And 2, well, you guys already knew this stuff was coming, so if we announce Season 6 with 3 characters, you know what's going to happen for Season 7. So yeah, I think this is them getting ahead of that stuff, and it's a really, really good plan, because it shifts the narrative from speculation and leaks to here's the official announcement.
Yeah, we control the marketing now.
Yeah,
we
control the narrative. Exactly that. So, first season pass will arrive in the spring, which is now. I would actually expect the first character to come out in April. If not in April, in May, definitely. But we will get something in April, and I will get to that. I did make a video on that, but if you didn't watch the video, I can go through it really fast. Because in addition to the three characters per season, they're also doing a new type of DLC, which is the Special Ninjutsu DLC. Basically, instead of buying a character that comes with jutsu, you just buy a separate jutsu on its own. And that will be released in between the DLC characters. So I think we get a character in April, a jutsu in May, a character in June, a jutsu in July, a character in August, a jutsu in September. And that's Season 6. But then they keep going. So I think the plan here is to have monthly updates with characters and singular jutsu for the rest of the year until March 2024.
What a great plan. What a great plan. This is what a great way to keep this game alive. One thing I will say, and obviously this is a lot is going to depend on how much this is going to be.
Yeah.
If it is included in the season pass or
100% not. I mean, I don't see any mention that is. This seems like a completely different thing. I don't think this is a part of the season pass at all. So the pricing on this could be terrible. We will see.
Yeah.
I did do the math and... Okay, so previously a season pass would cost 15 and it would have 5 characters. So each character costs about $3. Now we're getting 3 characters, which means the season pass should cost 9. I don't think they'll do 9. I think they'll do $9.99. So 10, which means each character costs $3.33, which is how much a character used to cost back in seasons 1 and 2, where each season came with 9 characters total.
Yeah, well, and I think it's still fine.
Yeah.
It's still reasonable.
That said, if you say that a character is worth $3.33, a jutsu is not worth more than 1. Because each character comes with 2 jutsu and an ultimate. So a single jutsu, I cannot see them charging more than $1. Now, will they put out this DLC for $1 each? That seems like a low price point for the DLC for the month of a Bandai Namco game.
It does, but at the same time, if you think about it, it's more of the quantity of people that would buy the jutsu if it was $1. It might actually be worth it. And honestly, as you said in the video, I think it's the fact that they don't need to waste a character with a great jutsu.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just don't want that character. The character does not look cool. It does not bring you good memories from the anime, but it has a great jutsu. Yeah. Why not just do this instead of wasting a character slot? This is so cool. Totally. And yeah, it's going to be all about the price, because if the price is like $2, it's going to be a bit iffy, and I don't know about that. It's still sort of a pay-to-win game at the moment, which is in a way something that we do not agree with. But at the same time,
it's pay-to-win. You do have a lot more options, and I mean there's so much DLC at this point that maybe you're right. Without DLC, you can't win. Just simply because of how the math works out, right? There are way more DLC jutsu than base game jutsu at this point. I don't know if it's pay to win, and Vegeta is saying hopefully the jutsus will be kind of balanced. Probably not, but also they balance this game on every 2 weeks or so. So it kind of doesn't matter if they come out busted, because they usually nerf and buff stuff pretty well. So it's I honestly, it's fine. I don't think it matters what the power is, because as soon as the jutsu comes out and we're like, it's busted, 2 weeks later it's nerfed, it's fine.
Yeah, it's the one thing that they also do very well. Sort of like the fighting game situation where they release a busted character. You know, people buy the character and then let's nerf the character.
Exactly.
That's what they do with this. Maybe on accident, maybe not. But it has been working.
Yeah, I mean, Overwatch does the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Every game with DLC. New map will be coming out with the Season 6 DLC. It will obviously be free, so everyone can play it. It's a big Hidden Rain map that has been remixed. Here's the overhead stage. These points are teleporters. You can teleport vertically on the blue ones, or you can teleport horizontally between the yellow ones. And it doesn't seem to take like a really long time. Oh, right, I can't watch this on this browser that pays me. Anyway. This browser that pays me for my videos cannot play this video. So yeah, there's a new gimmick, a new stage. It looks cool. I don't know if people will be using this pipe a lot, because it seems to be really out of the way, even though it looks like a cool gimmick too. But yeah, this is the Season 6 edition. We do not know what is happening with the Season 7 edition yet. I will expect something similar, maybe a new map too, but honestly, I would hope for custom lobbies. That's like my #1 thing on my wish list, is put custom lobbies in this game so we can actually hold community tournaments properly.
Can you imagine how good we would do for this game just by, you know, having custom lobbies?
Yeah.
The amount of stuff we could have done for this game so far, and actually like make them improve the marketing for this game on our own, because we would do that.
Yeah.
It sucks. I think it's the most important thing they could do, maybe apart from Battle Royale, which I think would be just fucking amazing for this game.
Another slam dunk. Like the mechanics are there already, right? And you drop down with, maybe you choose your weapon and your ninja tool, and then you find jutsu. Like you just find the jutsu, right?
That's so perfect. Right? Oh, I would play this. Oh man, that is just perfect. That is just, obviously it's not as easy, but you know, it would be amazing. Even if it's just like a small one, like My Hero, just like 30 players. That would be fine on its own. Oh my god.
True. So yeah, I think this game still has a lot of life, a lot of potential. I don't know how much new stuff they will do for it, but it does seem to follow the new Bandai Namco trend of like, this is our game for the next few years. And it's a game as a service, and we don't need to keep developing new games or rushing new games to market just to keep the license, because we can just keep releasing these season passes.
And games in general have been following that. You see, with even with Sony buying out Bungie, was mostly because of the live service situation. They cannot sustain a business with God of War and Last of Us being the only games, because they are very expensive. So every company is leaning towards the live service, which in a way sucks, but also, you know, as long as it keeps the business sustainable, we get good games anyway.
More plans to address cheating. They've increased the number of bans in January 2023, and they are planning on additional countermeasures for this issue, so not just the reporting stuff, they are doing more things. And a big complaint by the community has been that some items that have been released in the past are impossible to get now, which has pushed people into cheating, into like hacking saves and getting all the items that way. But yeah, with over 4 years of the game's release, it's grown difficult to obtain certain items used for customization, because you have the rotating items in the shop, right? And it's a gacha system on top of that, so there's a chance that even if you play the game every day, you're not going to get the items that are on the shop at any time. And it's becoming increasingly hard to get some of those items. They don't know how they're going to do it, but they are planning adjustments.
That is still very cool. Yeah, that is still very cool that they're aware of that. And you know, when you're a completionist, when you have FOMO, it always sucks when you lose those items.
Right, it's impossible to be a completionist in this game. There's so much shit. It's crazy.
And that is bad for them as well, because if you think about it, when you're a completionist and they don't allow you to get those past items, you're not going to be enticed into buying the next few ones, because it's like, oh, I lost the ones behind.
Okay, yeah, if you have a completionist brain, yes, but I actually like that players don't have access to every item, because that makes each character more unique. In a game where you are creating your own character and customizing them, it's cool when you create these differences for players to like, okay, I'm one of the few people that got this outfit, so that's awesome, I can show it off. And like, I didn't get some other outfit, but someone else got it, and they can show it off. And I think that makes characters more unique for sure.
I totally agree. I think that's the one positive thing about loot boxes, because like, for example, Overwatch used to have loot boxes and everyone had different characters. Now, because it's a battle pass, everyone has access to the same skin at the same time.
Right.
So it's like everyone is the same. It is more fair. Loot boxes are gambling, but at the same time, it creates that variety, which is really cool in a way.
And to Vegeta's point, if it's cosmetic, sure. Yeah, with Shinobi Striker, it's not always cosmetic, though. So that is an important distinction there. Sometimes the items on rotation are actual ninja tools with different uses. And that kind of sucks when you don't get those. For sure. Anyway, final word to players. In August, it will be 5 years since Shinobi Striker's launch. We had no idea how enduring this title would be when it was first released. I would like to thank you all for your continued support. This made me go watch my interview that I did with Nino Noriaki, the game's producer, before the game's release. And it's like, yeah, these guys had no idea this would last for this long. It's crazy.
Oh, cool. Yeah, maybe they weren't prepared, and that's why the changes have been, I wouldn't say slow, but the amount of changes that they're allowed to make are maybe not what they would go for if they knew how much of a success this game would be.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, but well done, Shinobi Striker. Looking forward to season 6 and 7. Beautiful. Justin Bailey, welcome. Thank you so much for becoming a new Premium Bush. Yeah, make sure to link your YouTube account and your Discord account so you get access to all the exclusive chats, including this one, where I'm chatting in voice, so you can listen to this thing live without delay. And on Q&A, you can even like unmute yourself and ask questions through voice chat.
Yeah, and also we have currently an ongoing competition for a CPU versus CPU tournament for JoJo, and you can join in as well.
Yeah, we got 2 signups this week, so we have 10 spots left. If I sign up, it's only 9 spots left, so We're running out of spots there. It's a good thing you joined when you did. Moving on, Demon Slayer, congratulations, 3 million units worldwide. It's a big number. It's not, it's close. Okay, this is Storm numbers. It's not Storm 4 numbers, which is like 10 million, but this is a Storm number. You know, this is like, it's that level of sales, which I think further confirms that, yeah, this game sold well. They'll probably make a sequel.
Yeah, and I've, as you've stated before, CC2 is not the kind of company to just wanting to go for one game. They usually plan for more. So yeah, I'm fully expecting a sequel, and with these numbers, yeah, we're definitely gonna get a Demon Slayer 2, and I'm very excited.
Yeah, super excited for that. Also, Black Clover Mobile, I've covered this game in the past. Finally, with a release date, it will launch in May for Korea and Japan. No global release date simultaneously. It will not be at the same time, much less the same month. It will probably release closer to June, August. This is speculation from a fan account that has been covering news for this game for ages. The speculation for this account is June, August, but facts is game will release in May, Korea, in Japan, and will not release globally in the same month, which is always a bummer to me. But hey, the game is close and could be close globally. I think this game is a really cool game for Black Clover fans, honestly. Not for me. I probably won't be playing it, but I think it looked really good and played really well.
Will we review the game? What do you think about it?
Nah, I don't think so. I think it's a gacha. It will take too much time. And yeah. I think I've said everything I wanted to say about the game. Like I was able to play it, and there was nothing that left me. We'll see in the final game if it works like this. Nah, I think we saw the final game.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah, I liked what I saw too, to be honest. I enjoyed what I saw. It is definitely not a game for me. If it involves gacha, it's usually not the game for me, but I did enjoy it and it looked pretty cool, so excited for people who want to play it.
Also excited to jump into Fortnite this week, because the Attack on Titan integration is coming. There are not only Eren, but also Mikasa and Levi are gonna all be character skins. Not so interested in the character skins, because like I can barely tell Levi apart from Eren from those back shots. Honestly, like from this little clip, this is Levi. This is not Eren, but
is it Levi or Levi?
Levi, I think.
Levi.
Oh,
okay,
because Levi. Sorry. Yeah. Oh man, I made this mistake before.
Levi, probably. Who knows? I'm very excited. Again, I've said this in the past. Coming back to Fortnite every time we get a DLC has been such a blast, and with this new mechanic, it's gonna be so much fun. I really enjoy this, and not only that, it seems like we're gonna have the swords as well, so that's gonna be a fun video. This is Tuesday. I'm just wondering. By the way. What? Sorry.
This is Tuesday, by the way. I just noticed the date.
It's Tuesday?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not too bad.
That's not too bad.
That's not too bad, actually. That is a good date to release this. We were worrying that they would release on like Saturday or something like that.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. No Mikasa, are you for real? I'm looping this 7-second clip that literally starts with Mikasa in the front of the trailer, and you're asking no Mikasa? What are you talking about?
He's just looking at us.
I said no Mikasa, because somebody said I'll be Levi and someone be Eren. You need a Mikasa. You gotta finish it.
Oh yeah. We're definitely gonna do it. It's just like
it depends, man. Like, yeah,
it's gonna come in the bundle. One of the bundles is gonna happen.
But it might not, because I think Eren is the mid-season skin, and it might be like an unlock type of situation where you have to do some challenges to unlock the skin.
He's a battle.
Yeah, you'll have to be doing challenges to unlock Eren shit.
So I think one of us will be Levi and the other will be Mikasa. I think that's what's gonna happen.
I'm fine being Mikasa. Yeah. So yeah, that's fine.
Mikasa.
Actually, that's kind of cool that we have like a goal for the video. We're not gonna reach it in the video. That's obvious, but we're that is sort of a goal. We want to get Eren.
The goal is to survive the Titans and make it to the next Fortnite. Moving on. DLC is coming to One Piece Odyssey. It's a story DLC. I always feel weird about these because, especially in One Piece, I've been watching One Piece for years. So let's say I have a good grasp on how the overall format works. And if I could sum it up, it is Luffy and the crew make it to an island, either because the log post pointed them there or some natural disaster happened and they find themselves stranded on this island. There's a story that happens in this island, and they make the island better, and then they fuck off to the next island, and they never see it again. That's what happens in One Piece Odyssey. So why are we back in the island? It's always weird when like this feels out of character sometimes story-wise, and they're really like doubling down on this cube bullshit, which is also not super appealing to me. I liked One Piece Odyssey and I like the story, but I watched this trailer. I'm like, I'm good. No thanks.
So, as someone who didn't play One Piece Odyssey, that's a good thumbnail. Are we gonna get new biomes, new dungeons?
No.
Is it? No. So this is just gonna be, just gonna be story. I don't know about that.
Every area I saw, I mean, it has new characters. There's like the hood limb and the white hair limb that's new. And we are going back to Alabasta, and all the regions I saw are new. I think there are new combat encounters. Like there were enemies here that I kind of didn't see, and there might be like remixed encounters too. But as far as areas go, I didn't see. Oh yeah, also that guy. That's a new boss. It's kind of an exciting character to include there, but that's about it. I don't know. I don't know what I wanted from One Piece Odyssey DLC, but whatever it wasn't this.
I don't think, even if you enjoy the story, I don't think that was the focus. And like when a game gives you, even if the areas are new, if the biome is the same, if you're not going for the story, the gameplay loop needs to be very solid, and the game is going to be easy, as we know. So it doesn't seem like there's much going on its favor.
Okay.
But
so there is a second video with the producer saying we've listened to fan feedback. This DLC will be more focused in combat, and we will take the end of the game levels into consideration for balancing. And like they've mentioned many times that they've been listening to feedback. So I do believe that this will be much harder than the base game.
Okay, that's good. That's good. At least the gameplay would be more fun. If the exploration is good enough, new areas, even if the biome is the same, we'll see. It has potential to be good. I don't think it's going to be a bad DLC or anything, but also the price. The price is going to be important.
True.
We'll see.
We will also see what's in store for us in version 3.6 of Genshin Impact coming out later. And I want to know, Enderup, what is this all about? Let's go to our Genshin correspondent, Enderup.
More Sumeru! Have you explored any of it? No? Well, get fucked. There's more of it.
You're unlocking more of the map?
Yep, more map. You want a bigger map? The desert and the forest part collide? Like there's trees in the desert? I don't understand.
Okay. And there's also two new characters.
Yes, it's 2 new characters, and we're getting a whole new it's not an Archon quest, like a character quest with the Archon with Nahida.
Oh, gotcha.
The second part for that. Where we get a new weekly boss as well. We're fighting a dragon.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah, which you should see right here soon. For the new characters, we're getting a new 4-star and 5-star. They're both Dendro users. The 4-star is Kave. He just infuses himself with Dendro and can mess with like the cores created from Bloom.
Okay.
And the 5-star is long-awaited Baiju from Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering where I knew that character from. Okay.
And
This looks sick.
This doesn't just look sick, Rene. I have to unmute this trailer.
Well,
I have to unmute this trailer.
This music is fire, by the way. I posted the music somewhere earlier
kind of
in premium.
Life, death, and the world around us all follow a set of laws.
Damn.
A bitter pill to swallow.
And it's always different
Taking
styles
a turn
as
for
well.
the better.
They have metal. They have traditional like Chinese music.
Eyes.
They have
Watch and learn.
EDM as well. What is this?
Yeah, this is
Sight clear.
I forgot, Smoke. I forgot again.
Damn. This game's soundtrack is
The competition is heating up.
Oh boy.
Based on the Doshans.
Sheesh. Again, Genshin Impact,
always
man.
keeps on giving.
True.
Crazy.
Fucking got it.
True. Thanks, Up. That was the Genshin Impact Minute. Moving on to more Genshin Impact-like stuff. There's a new game called Wuthering Waves that looks very Genshin Impact inspired, I would say.
Okay, this is new to me. This is actually new to me. I didn't even see this.
Okay, well,
Okay.
there's some gameplay, and like you can definitely see the Genshin inspiration here. The client, it will be free to play, coming out for PC and mobile, so that whole shtick. The concept is a little bit different. It's a bit more industrial, less nature-y, right? And you can see some of the combat here, but also like you will see like character switching mid-air, which is something that Genshin doesn't do. So there are some things here to differentiate it. So like that switch in the air, you can't do that in Genshin, right? Stuff like that. There's a lot of like transformations, characters turning into animals, like that, and big ults with cutscenes, just like you would see in Genshin. So yeah, if it's something you're interested in, I mean, it seems like another one of those. Seems like it's earned its place and attention. It looks really good. I think there are a lot of like really cool small details in animation, like contextual stuff where characters are actually vaulting automatically over objects instead of just like awkwardly walking over them, you know?
Yeah.
There's stuff like that.
Good animation in general, like,
Oh, yeah.
and we have been getting a lot of these Genshin-like games with good animations. I'll give you guys that, but this one, yeah, it definitely looks cool. I like the environment. I like that it's bleak. I like that it's more industrialized, like you said, but also like it seems like it's sort of a post-apocalyptic scenario where nature has sort of dominated once again, and it looks pretty cool. I don't know what these are. Maybe summons, maybe she changes into them. This looks cool, man. This actually, and looks like even though it's similar, it looks pretty different from Genshin. It's like darker vibes. I like this.
Yeah.
I like this a lot.
For sure, yeah.
Looks good.
And if you like the look of this video, I recommend you go to the news section, scroll up till you find it, because this trailer is available. This whole gameplay is available in 4K. So you can watch it for yourself.
Cool.
It's right here. Wuthering Waves gameplay. Posted on March 28th. We're still on March 28th. Okay, well, also, a new gameplay shown for Zelda. We haven't talked about Zelda too much because there hasn't been gameplay shown, but hey, here it is for the first time. We see some Zelda. Now, my reaction to this game trailer, the initial reaction was like, oh no, it looks bad. And that's like visually, the graphics, right? Everything they've shown for the game looks fantastic. Like they made a masterpiece with Breath of the Wild, and I think they're expanding on that masterpiece here. I just wish it looked better, man, because the Switch graphics are really starting to show.
Okay. Can you go into staff room real quick and click the video that I sent? I don't know if you saw it. Just open up that video and timestamp as well. People that say that Switch wouldn't benefit from a 4K machine.
Jesus
Look at this
Christ.
fucking game. Look at how gorgeous this would be. Can you imagine, man? I know Breath of the Wild is fantastic. I'm playing it now. The game is fantastic. Unbelievable. 10 out of 10 game. The graphics don't really matter that much when the game is that good. But what if you could play it like this?
Yeah, what if... I don't think it's
Right?
controversial to say that I wish this game looked better, and I think everyone that disagrees with that is just like defending Nintendo beyond like any sort of reason.
Yeah.
Because like it's just a consumer thing to say, man, I wish this game looked better, you know? I wish this game looked up to par to other video games out there. I wouldn't trade that, you know? I wouldn't trade what Zelda is for good graphics.
Of course, yeah.
Tons of other games have good graphics and they suck gameplay-wise. That's not what we're saying. We're saying, I wish this game looked better. Because
it looks
once you get
rough.
into grass, it's just so rough, man.
And it looks worse than Breath of the Wild, it seems.
It does, because I think they're trying to go for more detail and more physics stuff, which is cool. I love a lot of the mechanics that are here, and I love how much they're doubling down on all of that physics stuff. Like, they know what made Breath of the Wild special. And they're doubling down on it, and that's fantastic. That's really, really good. But when doubling down on that stuff and trying to improve on the game itself, the system can no longer keep up with it, and like this next to any modern game doesn't look good anymore. And
yeah, and there is a bit of an issue with that happening. I think that ends up making it a worse experience, because if you think about it, it's the conversation we had for Sonic as well. Remember when we had the conversation of Sonic is now an exploration game and we can see stuff? I don't think it's as bad here.
No.
Not even close. Not even close.
But yeah, okay. So to Vegeta's point, I'm gonna say this game still looks hell of impressive for a 10-year-old hardware. I agree, but it doesn't look.
Of course.
But it doesn't look impressive for a 2023 game, and that's what it is. I cannot see Link's face. I can't see Link's face here. Look, where the fuck is Link's face? Where's the detail? You know, like.
Yeah.
I know it's a
rough.
YouTube video, but like I have this set to 1080p. I can't see his fucking face.
Yeah, this is not about you know, the bitrate. This is about the resolution, definitely. Like this is not. Obviously, the game is gonna look a bit better. The colors are gonna pop a little more, but the resolution is there, and it's not very good, and it's worse than the first one. Because also the dimension, there's a map underneath this. You're in the sky, and everything is there, and. Yeah, it's obviously like this game is going to be great. I don't think it's going to review as well as the first one because the surprise is not there anymore.
Yes.
But the first one is just amazing. Again, I'm playing it now. I just gone through the first Beast, and what a fucking game it is. And I'm having a blast. A bit of trouble. I think I prefer playing it on my OLED instead of the 4K monitor, because the 4K monitor. It's too big for this game.
Yeah, no, I stopped playing Switch games on the 4K monitor. I was playing Metroid on the 4K monitor, and I said nah. Like I can't. Like you can see you see too much jank on a 4K screen. Yeah.
But yeah, man, look, all of these mechanics that they're showing, like, come on, man, how special is this game gonna be? And also, how good does Link look? Look at that. This is the best Link ever.
Yeah,
oh my god,
I love
it's
the
so
design
stylish.
of this guy. Sure, for sure.
Damn.
For sure. Yeah, it's still one of my most anticipated games of all time. Just that initial reaction was, Switch, come on. Yeah, I would play this on any other console given the option, but I don't have it.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll get an updated version done. Like, I think from reports that I've been listening to, and obviously like all the rumors come around and we never know, but from what I've gathered, there is a version, and there was a version planned, and it has been planned for a while. They're just afraid of releasing it somehow because they're afraid of what this console is selling so much that they are really afraid of what to do next. Because again, this is going to be the best selling console ever. This is going to get there. This is the third console ever. It's going to get to first. I am sure of that. And I can understand them being afraid of releasing something. It's just, marketing-wise, it must be a nightmare. But I think there is some plans to that. And honestly, like, hopefully we'll get that and we'll be able to play this. At least at 1080p. At least at 1080p. Just let me look at stuff without the resolution dropping to 500.
You lost sleep trying to get the collector's edition. Rene got the collector's edition.
Yeah, it's the good thing about Portugal. Sometimes, you know, it's expensive. It's expensive, and not a lot of people.
So you just got it.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on to some other new stuff. So, Sandland, the project from Akira Toriyama, we talked about it like months ago, and we weren't sure where it was going to be, but it was coming from Bandai Namco, so we could always expect a game. No game announced. Just for now, it's a movie. It's a movie coming out in August. And yeah, the Sandland from Akira Toriyama, the maker of Dragon Ball.
Animation looks dope.
Yeah, looks kind of superhero-ish, I would say. Right?
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I just think if we ever get a game for this, it will depend on how good this movie will do. And maybe I'm wrong, but I don't believe this will do that well. I don't know, man. It's just, it looks good. I want to watch it, and maybe it's going to be a great movie, but I just don't see like a random movie just coming, even if it's from Akira Toriyama, and being successful I don't know, man. I just don't see it. Hopefully, I'm wrong, and this is a huge success, and we get a game, and we get more movies or anime or whatever. But I just don't see it.
We'll see. Excited to actually watch it. And from there, ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to the fighting game portion of Around the Bush. We have so much fighting game shit to get through. Oh boy. So, as is tradition, we start with some Bandai Namco Tekken 8 trailers, some character reveals, and we have 4 of them to get through because it's 2 weeks of announcements. First of all, June. Now, we're starting to get into that territory that I was excited to get to, where, oh, these characters are not, like, sure picks, you know? So far, it's been like, oh, Law, the Paul, the, you know.
Of course.
The Kazuya, the Jin, sure. Like, those are going to be in every Tekken. June?
Wait.
Okay. That's
have we gotten...
not guaranteed. Still, like, a popular pick, but not guaranteed.
Have we gotten Oorang?
Oorang, I don't think he has showed up, no. But he's
was my main character in 3 when I played Tekken.
He's gonna be here. Don't worry.
But he's gonna be here, right?
Yeah.
He has to be here.
Oorang is gonna be here. Jim was shown before. Who is Jim? Oh, June.
Jim. Who the hell is Jim?
Yeah, she was shown before, but we're starting to get to that level of character where it's like, okay, these are not like guaranteed characters anymore. So we're getting to that spot. So, June is here. Ling Xiaoyu, I think she was guaranteed, though. I mean, every Tekken 3 character is going to make it, right? So.
At this stage, oh my god, this game looks so good.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for this game, man.
Ling Xiaoyu, was she the one that people were like, yo, she has the Hinata ult from Clash of Ninja? Which was a little exaggerated in my opinion, but sure. This...
It's a bit of a stretch.
I guess everyone with an open palm has that ult.
Yeah,
like the rotating open palm style, finishing with a big one. Yaya tweeted that. Where are you now?
I don't think Hinata invented Kung Fu.
I'm here, right here.
Okay. What do you say? What's the take?
Okay.
What's the take?
First of all, my thing is like, you know, it's Twitter. You engagement form. So I'll put the little clip next to it, right?
You were baiting
and, like,
us?
Everybody's like, no. And literally the Class of Ninja part, like when she rotates around them, cool. The last part of it is not like that at all. Do not sleep. It is not like that at all.
The conclusion is that Yaya just works better on Twitter than us. That's the conclusion.
True.
No, I don't.
He's got those numbers. He's got the Twitter baits.
Yeah,
You know what, Yaya? You were actually, you don't know this, I never told you, but I have to thank you because you have been crucial to my mental health in the past 2 weeks. Because thanks to your tweets, I think 2 weeks ago, you said, wow, I'm seeing all these crazy bad takes because I'm on the For You page of Twitter. I'm like, shit. Yeah, and I started noticing, like, a lot of the stuff I'm seeing on Twitter on the For You page is just meant to make me angry. Because that's what the algorithm does. It's like, it's shit to create engagement, and you're more likely to engage with something if you disagree with it. So, like, ever since then, I'm just like, no more For You page. And I just went to the following page. It's been so much better.
Been on the follower tab. It's been so good. I'm like, yes.
I've been ready to delete my Twitter. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I was so ready. Like, this shit is seeping into my real life in a way that I don't appreciate it. And, like, I want to delete this app. And I think it was because of you that, hey, I stopped doing that. So, thank you.
I had to figure it out. I was losing my mind. Like, it was just like everything I liked was getting slandered that day. And I was like, what? Like, so
yeah, those random stupid ass takes from Twitter. If you're not able to ignore that, it's what a platform. Anyway, we have a lot of Tekken to go.
Yeah, Leroy. Happy to see Leroy return. It's, I think it was a really cool character. I think his introduction was Tekken 7, right? I think that's when he came around. So cool to see that he has that staying power. Sometimes you get a character introduced and they don't make it to the sequel. But Leroy seems to have been popular enough to be revealed like right now. I don't think this was a guaranteed character at all. But I think it's a very good pick.
Yeah, and this moveset looks cool as hell. I'm not... Go ahead.
Oh yeah. What's funny about it is like I called Leroy when they announced Jin, when they showed Jin, because on the stage, the Jump Force stage, there's a Leroy like dog statue, and I was like, that means Leroy must be coming.
Oh, that one in the background, which is like their first focus in this trailer. They start focusing that right away.
Yeah,
So,
and I'm
wow,
like,
what a
that
call.
might mean Lydia too is going to be a shoo-in.
Damn, why aren't you all subscribed to Avatar Yaya on YouTube? This man has the best takes.
The knowledge. The knowledge.
Let me see that Rage Art. Oof, oof. Oh, the 1-inch punch? Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, the moveset looks sick. And I love his costume. I like the effects, the golden effects that he does when he gets the stick. That's really cool. And the doggo. The doggo is cute.
Finally, Asuka. So Asuka, I think she's becoming a mainstay in Tekken. Slowly, like, becoming that guaranteed character. I don't think she's there yet. I think she's still, like, one of those, like, doubtful characters. I don't know if she's gonna make it or not to Tekken, but I think she's quickly becoming, like, a guaranteed must-have. So Asuka, here she is. Another one of the Kazama family.
There's a lot.
There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them.
No, the hot dog, please.
Don't break the hot dog stand.
That's mean.
So mean.
I'm just
Parry.
trying to have a business. Nice.
Pop him up. Pop him down. Man, who doesn't tech throws in Tekken? Come on.
Come on, man.
The devs are not teching throws. I mean, that could be a change for Tekken 8, honestly. Like, you see competitive Tekken and it's like, wow, everyone techs every single throw ever. There are no throws.
Yeah, I guess. But also there's the other side where I think it was Sonic Fox. No, was it? No, Kitana Prime. Complaining about how grabs work in Mortal Kombat, where you get 50-50 even if you get grabbed. That's such a bad mechanic. I hate that.
Yeah, I hate that too. And yeah, that's the Tekken stuff. We usually end the show with Tekken, but we have so much Tekken that I don't know, it didn't feel right. And also we have Street Fighter to look at. Kami versus Man and match, and I believe this is the first time we see a Kami moveset, and this video made me say, oh my god, I am maining this character so hard.
Yeah, as I've said previously, Kami was one of my main characters, and she does seem to have a lot of stuff that I remember using.
Oh, I want this.
She's a menace.
I want this.
She's a.
I want this. This
Look at that move.
Oh, I love it.
The reach. Yeah, Street Fighter, man. We've said it this countless times. One of my most anticipated games. I think probably since Dragon Ball Fighters. This is looking just too good, man. I cannot wait for us to start competing again. And like even Portugal, like competitions in Portugal where we start going to Lisbon and competing. Those are always so fun, and I know for a fact that this is going to be super strong in Portugal.
So Kami, come on. Fuck, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You see that drive rush? Drive rush is a villain. That's a villain mechanic. She doesn't just dash in. She got instant transmission. I don't get why she's so fast.
It's like a teleport. It's crazy. Like, boop. What the hell just happened, right?
I'm not blocking. I'm getting hit by that so much. I'm just like, well, what hit me?
Hey, you just DP. Just DP, man.
Just DP. It's fine.
You have
It's
DP.
fine. So that's the.
I'm playing Manon anyway, so I'm just gonna preemptively just throw her out the grab.
I can't believe you would betray us for the French. Anyway.
What?
Wow. Why don't you become friends with Ichunka next?
But look at the crouch. It's so raw.
Speaking of Ichunka, I didn't include this in news, but I think it's newsworthy. The Demon Slayer Waterwheel Chronicles patch comes out today. So Ichunka has been working on the patch. And hey, Jay Free, the freest of Jays, with a sub. Thanks for Saturday. It was a cool hangout at the arcades and everything. We played a ton of Dragon Ball Fighters on arcade. It was season 1 patch. And well, I did self-destruct Jay twice, but he did get one back on me with a 16 self-destruct. So good job. Good
job. Season 1. Oof.
Motherfucker SD'd me. The best one is like I did it the first time and I'm like, yo, that was cool, and I bragged about it. But then I said, oh, and I did it to him twice. He's like, twice? Yes, and I picked 16 and I do it again. So I told him I was gonna do it, and it worked.
Beautiful.
But yeah, Waterwheel Chronicles 1.3, that is a new balance patch coming out today. It has 2 new stages, has player 2 colors for every character, and finally Rui is nerfed, and a bunch of other changes too. Dive attacks for Rengoku are actually good on hit now. You can do stuff like that, you know? You can't do that in the base game.
It's an amazing patch, not only for like the competitive scene, but also like new stages, new costumes. Ichanka is doing just a great job with this the patch cycle that he intends to do. Great job in general. The E is keeping this game alive when the devs do not have the resources or the time to do it. It's just amazing what he's doing for the community, and he's being super smart about it too. Just great job. Ichanka, honestly, great job.
Yeah, Demon Slayer competitive server, Discord, in chat if the bot works. If it doesn't, Ichanka will do it himself. If you want to get the patch, you can get the download and instructions on how to install there. The patch comes out today. Is it out, Ichanka? Oh, there it is. Nice, the bot works. The patch comes out today, and there is a tournament tomorrow if you want to try out the patch in a competitive setting. And Wanted will be back next Wednesday, also with a new patch already applied. We'll see what players make of it. And also, I think for the first time, Wanted is actually cross-regional. We have 2 players from the United States joining Wanted. Yep. Patch is out. Okay, patch is out. You can play it now. That's Street Fighter.
How does that feel? How does that feel? Playing with the United States.
There's a big base delay, but there's also a big base delay in Europe because the game just has that big base delay as a minimum. Like, I can play someone in Spain with the same delay that I can play Avatar Yaya, for instance, because he's East Coast. Or no, he's Chicago. Chicago maybe is a bit more. Someone from East Coast would probably be about the same from playing someone in Central Europe.
Okay.
Yeah. The way I put it is, okay, the Storm 4 netcode is better than Demon Slayer, but the worst netcode is also Storm. So like Storm has the low delay and stability if someone is super close to you and they are both unwired. But as soon as you get far away or someone's on Wi-Fi, it is way worse than Demon Slayer, which is right here in the middle. Like the best Demon Slayer experience is not as good as Storm, but the worst Demon Slayer experience is not as bad as Storm too. That's how I put it. Like Demon Slayer is more stable, but it has more base delay.
Okay.
So you can do stuff like worldwide tournaments, which I don't think you could do on Storm. But also, the net play tactics are always going to be net play tactics.
Yeah, of course.
To certain things. And then there's
only so much.
Then there's JoJo.
And then there's JoJo. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's a whole. Another.
How did they do it worse? Anyway, that's the new stuff. Also, let's move on to some old games with new DLC. Starting with Skullgirls. Hey, Andrup. Welcome back.
The best game. Fuck yeah. Everyone should buy this fucking game. I fucking love this character. Black Dahlia is great, man.
Demonetized. Okay, Black Dahlia finally came out. The launch trailer, she is out. She came out last Friday. How's the character, Andrew?
It's great. I fucking love her. They've added so much since last time I've played. Lots of neat references just via palettes and like her quotes and moves. She has an old granny voice. You can like swap her current voice to like just her speaking like fucking like how she actually is old.
Here's the thing about Skullgirls and Ender.
As a ceiling bounce, I mentioned the ceiling. I'm sure
the ceiling bounce. This is what I want. This is what I wanted to show. There's a ceiling bounce.
You ever wanted to hit up the sky? Because why not?
There's
awesome.
A ceiling bounce.
Just awesome. What the thing about Ender and this, and don't get me wrong, I'm super happy for you. I love this game, but I never know when a DLC is that good. Because it's always very good for Ender, and I'm super happy for him, but I cannot figure out, like, how good is this?
This character is unique as shit. I can guarantee you that money.
Yeah,
I love the silly
Girls
boss.
is so unique that, like, if she's unique too, then yeah, they made a good job, honestly.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
Beautiful game.
Beautiful game. Guilty Gear also got a new unique character. Yeah, yo, Ender up. How good is Batman?
We're like in day one, unlike Black Dahlia, who've explored for at least like a week. I don't know.
Oh no, I was just expecting it clear. No, this character's sick as shit.
Can I say something about this?
I'm in the I don't know. It feels like I felt like shit playing it. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. Yeah.
I dislike the fact that I got attacked for wanting to play a tank and BB tag, and then years later everybody's like, "Yeah, this bad's fire." I don't like that. And Delilah got the Pokemon trainer treatment. I do not like that. I wanted Delilah to be the one in the forefront. I know she don't fight, But it's Guilty Gear. They can do whatever they want. That's my win of the week.
Oh my god.
She's just there.
BB text and yeah. I don't like that Delilah's just there. I don't like that, like, but it's just visual noise. She gets in the way.
It's weird.
Like, there's
It's
no
not, like, hard to tune out.
There are no moves that utilize the Delilah. She doesn't have a hurt box either, so like she has no gameplay impact other than just being visual noise. And like this character is already pretty fucking noisy because it's a bed with like a bunch of electrical effects around him. So I don't like the fact that they included Delilah, and like have her be the what's the blue-haired character from Granblue? The
Fairy.
No. The main character that's protected by the main character.
Lyria?
Lyria. Yeah. Have her be the Lyria.
And then fucks off.
Yeah. She shows up in the intro and she fucks off. That's what I want Delilah to be.
No, I mean, if she at least was like a part of some moves or something, some mechanic, something, I don't know.
You could justify her being there.
Yeah, like right now she's just there visually, and sometimes she's there, sometimes she's not. She stays behind. Weird. Anyway, but I'm not a big Guilty Gear fan, so who am I to judge?
I need her to be the Ashley from Resident Evil. Yeah, it's Ashley. Right? It's just like, yo, bitch, dumpster. And like she fucks off out of there.
Or she gets grabbed and just and gets taken away, and you're fine with it because you don't want to deal with it anymore.
Maybe she just dies the sole bad guy far slash and you play the bad.
You know what? I'm okay with that because she gets in the way of my playthrough. I think I'm good. I've killed Ashley at least 10 times already. Like I'm like, get out the way.
Can you imagine like you hit her and she's dead? She's just like she stands there.
True.
Like I would be fine with that if that was the Guilty Gear way. Like you hit her with one move and she's there.
Yeah, or like the Badman, the character is really bad, but if you hit Delilah once, she dies, and the bad becomes buff as fuck. So you have to fight Badman around the character. That's okay. You know, we got gimmicks.
And this guys is why we don't make video games.
We don't.
We're not very good at coming up with stuff.
That would be so terrible. Visual clarity, let me tell you about Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom. Don't. I don't. Also, a balanced patch came out with this. I like this very much. Thank you very much. Thank you for buffing my Anji. Thank you for buffing the parry of my Anji. I like that a lot. Yeah, it's like a single balance note for each one, so I don't think it's a big deal of a balance patch, but it could be a big deal for your character. Might be a main.
Sin players weep and cry.
Yeah? Who's weeping and crying?
Sin players, just sin players.
Oh no, not again. Yeah. The startup of Baker. Okay, what? Which one is this? Which one is Hawk Baker?
What would be Hawk Baker? I think that's DP. I want to say.
Oh, so you cannot. You can punish the.
So yeah.
Oh,
I like that.
You can still follow up. You can still follow up, but you cannot Roman cancel.
I like that. Yeah, but you need meter to follow.
Oh, it's the low dash. It's the low dash. Okay.
No, that's not low. Low dash is elk cunt.
Elk cunt. That's
elk cunt.
That's the
one. Wow.
No. You're. Rene, no.
I know.
No, we're writing it wrong. No. This is
I'm leaving.
YouTube. This is what we're saying. We're saying elk hunt. Okay. We're not. Okay. YouTube, don't demonetize us, please. Anyway, elk hunt. Next, Funny X Layer coming out, announced.
Oh my god, this game is a thing.
Yeah, this game is a thing. Here's some gameplay. What? Out of nowhere, Evil Japan says, "Yo, there's a new Funny X Layer." By the way, here's gameplay. This looks so bootleg, it's crazy. But it's kind of what
Maybe
the game is, right?
Maybe it's fun, but do I really feel like I need to play this game when I'm watching Street Fighter 6 almost being released?
So this is
not necessarily.
This is different. These guys are not strafing a lot, but this is kind of like Tekken. It's 3D-ish.
Yeah,
but yeah, true. We have Tekken and Street Fighter coming out.
It's a bad place to release a fighting game.
Unless you talk about the special effects in this. I know it's alpha, but like, Lord, I got solar flared at least 30 times watching this gameplay.
Yeah.
It's so like turn it down, please.
It feels like those fan-made anime games in Unreal 4, where like this is what the particle effects are. You know, it's like just blind yourself. Okay, we're gonna hide the bad graphics. Okay.
Yeah, and then in the game goes down to like 5 frames a second every time.
Fucking bright out of these bars, man.
Jesus.
Oh, you're gonna burn my my LEDs. Anyway, SNK has got a ton of news here. I'm gonna go through them one by one because this is a trailer that compiles all the news that they put out during EVO Japan. Starting with King of Fighters 15 Season 2 characters. Not just one. So there's Kim Pence is the first one coming out. Already out? Yeah, April 4th. Already out. Kim Pence is out. Also, they showed this lady with a megaphone. Sylvie Paula is coming out this summer. And there's one more character, but for some reason, it's at the end of the trailer. Crossplay inbound for King of Fighters. Nice, another one. I love it when fighting games, even the ones that I don't play, get crossplay. Because that way, it pushes the entire genre to start doing this shit. And you know, the games that don't do it start looking bad. So, love you, King of Fighters, for doing that. Rollback netcode was already announced for Samurai Showdown. But now they are putting a date in it. I believe spring. Yep. We are already in spring. So, we got a release window for Samurai Showdown actually coming out for the first time.
Yeah, also very good for all those Samurai Showdown folks. We did a video on Samurai Showdown, didn't we?
Yeah.
More than one,
I think
actually.
two. Yeah, I think we did what your main says about you and the review. Rollback netcode coming to King of Fighters 13. That's neat. Cool.
That's neat.
The pinnacle of 2D sprite
fight.
The pinnacle of 2D sprite-based fighting game. Okay, well, way to talk yourself up. And there's
questionable.
An open beta coming out early summer.
Not questionable.
Very questionable. What? Okay.
Not questionable.
You're saying peak sprite 2D fighting is King of Fighters 13?
I mean pixels, yeah.
What the
sprites?
He just disrespected the Blaze Blue guy right here. I just don't like how he
Yeah, fuck you, Blaze Blue people. Yeah.
Wow.
Man. You see what I'm talking? See, the Ender Up is evil. Do not trust him.
No. 2D sprite-based fighting. You could call Skullgirls a 2D sprite-based fighting.
Yeah, exactly.
Game.
I know you're gonna bring up Skullgirls. I will fucking do it. Yeah, fuck you. I'll kick it to second place.
That is crazy. I've never heard somebody just downgrade for whatever, bro. Like the truth is
still the best game overall. That's not gonna change my heart.
The best tag game.
The best fighting game on the planet is Skullgirls Avatar.
Sorry, Marvel 2 exists.
Damn, that's wild. Wish I cared.
Oh boy. Okay. New Garo.
Anyway.
Here's a new Garo. They were showing the new Garo.
Takes.
Cool. Leave this place, Wolf. Next. There is the next character for King of Fighters 15, and this one will be free. This Virgil-looking dude. It's not Virgil-looking dude. Damn, it was just the pants. This guy. I don't know his name. Free update. He's free. Congratulations.
Yeah,
we're also the summer.
Exactly. We are very into King of Fighters, as you guys
super in tune. Also, there's this. I don't know if this was known or not, but yeah, season 2 roadmap coming up. This guy's out. This guy came out just recently. These two are coming out in the summer, along with a cross-platform patch. Big news for King of Fighters. Always great to see, and we're gonna wrap this up with Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising, which you could also call a 2D sprite-based fighting game.
It's literally not.
It's actually not. Okay, so we got a few reveals here. First, I think we got a new super for Gran, where his hair goes blue, like Jita's.
Yeah, we had seen that. I don't think we knew what it was, but at the end of the first trailer, I believe, that his hair went blue.
There he is.
I actually thought it was going to be sort of like an install, but it doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, I mean, Jita has that in the super, and I think Gran is also going to get the super. And at the end of this trailer, we get a tease for the new character. Rene, this is the first time that someone got revealed for Granblue Fantasy Versus, and I recognize the character.
Fantastic.
You ready?
That is.
I think you're going to recognize him too.
Do I?
He did it. He didn't recognize him. Damn.
He didn't.
Damn.
Is he the fire dude from fuck what's the name of
I think you're close.
the RPG?
Yeah, Relink. That guy
Is
showed up
he
in
the
Relink.
fire dude?
Yeah, I don't know if he's fire, but he is like one of the characters that we've seen playable in Relink.
To be fair, a lot of the characters from Granblue look alike, so I don't know. Maybe
Wow.
I'm just imagining.
Wow.
Yeah,
All
just
Granblue
imagining.
wow. Oh.
Thank God Ashra isn't here.
He
No,
would've
it's
been
probably
pissed.
just me. But 2023,
There he
bad
is.
year for
There he is.
fighting
Look
games.
at that guy. Look at that guy. Who's that guy from this demo? From the 4-player demo.
Actually, the one you play.
Yeah.
He's the fire dude.
Is that fire?
Yeah. I
No,
think so.
this Percival is fire.
No, this-
I don't know if
this
this
is
is
the
fire.
fire
I think he's just a dude with big sword.
Okay,
That doesn't look like fire.
that's fair enough.
Yeah. But yeah, there he is. Cool. Also,
look, he looks like Percival a lot. Let's be honest.
True.
Let's be honest.
Are they from the same order or something?
Yeah, they're from like the Dragon
There you
Knights.
go. There you go.
Well,
There you
well, what an expert, man! Like you are. Glauco is into this Granblue shit. I like
know
it.
nothing of Granblue. Online beta for Granblue Fantasy vs. Rising goes live in May on PlayStation only.
Okay, I'm gonna try this out. Definitely. I'm curious to. I like this game. I didn't love it. But then the netcode was bad, and we didn't even continue playing it.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to give it a go.
Yeah, I like all the new mechanics they are teasing, and I like the rollback. So excited for that too. With that
And
said,
the crossplay.
we finally made it to the end of the news, guys. It's been an hour and 10 minutes. So happy to have made it to the end, which means it's time for questions. If you guys got any questions, leave it in chat. I'm also looking at the Discord with no mic voice. And again, you get access to no mic voice or the voice chat where we are hanging out. And if you subscribe to the channel, which Jay just did earlier today, make sure your accounts are linked, the Discord and the YouTube account. So Discord can give you the role and the permissions automatically.
Yeah.
It all happens automatically.
And also, we still have 9 spots on our JoJo Fantasy. So if Jay wants to, join in and maybe get some, still a chance.
This is a CPU versus CPU competition. You pick a character and watch them win or lose in tournaments. A lot of characters are gone, but we still have a few slots left. We have 9 sign-ups, 9 spots left for JoJo Fantasy. Let's get those questions on. What is Enderup's shoe size?
Oh, that's what?
What is Enderup's shoe size from Trader? That's the question.
Like 13 US.
13 US.
I don't. Yeah, that's like the size on the shoe.
I don't know what you guys were expecting from this.
Wait, your
Size
shoe size
to-
is 13 and you shield KOF 13. That's broken. That's actually peak.
Footwear to 13. That is a 45. That man's got big feet.
How tall are you? How tall are you, Ender? Just
5'11".
Okay, 5'11".
What the fuck?
Stop.
Yeah, I wear the same shoe size. And I'm the same height.
Wait, you're shorter than
I
me?
should be 6 feet. I feel like I should.
There's no way you're shorter than me and you have...
A 5.11? What? How do I do foot? That's not how it is.
That's just
No.
but
5'11", I think it's like
180 something.
Oh, 180? No, I don't think that's as much.
I mean,
No.
6 is 182. 5'11 is gonna be... No, he's not 1.5 meters. It's not... Wait. Okay.
Can you imagine?
Is it inches to meters? It's not...
I think I'm 5'11", actually.
Okay, let me do it backwards.
It's been great. Okay.
This is going great. Let me do it
Well,
backwards.
now
Meters to inches or feet? What is it? Feet. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you are how much?
180.
You are not 180.
I'm 180.
I'm
According to
174.
my-
You're not taller than me.
Hey,
I'm
I have-
174.
I
What?
have my documents.
I don't know what this is.
No one knows how tall anyone fucking is, and Glock can't figure
I
out how
have
to
my
run
documents
the
to
Google
prove.
I
calculator.
don't know how to do this. How many miles is this?
No, I'm okay. Here's the thing. My document from 5 years ago is 180.
Oh, 1.74. I'm sorry. Yes. Okay. 68 inches. I don't know what that means. 1.8.
Also, thank you. Also confirms that I'm taller. Of course, I'm taller than you. Just a bit, but
now if you want,
just a bit, but yeah. My document says 180 5 years ago. My current document says 178. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm just, my back is fucked up. Maybe I just got smaller. I don't know.
I don't know how to convert the shit. Anyway.
But I think I'm 5'11".
If they would release a new Dragon Ball FighterZ, what character / mechanics would you like to see? So yeah, we've talked about this from time to time. And I think the best answer that I had was before season 3, before they added like the selectable assists and all that stuff. Which was what I would like to see in a sequel. But then they just made that part of a season, and that was a much bigger change than I would expect them to do in anything. So, what new mechanics? I do think like, okay, whenever new Dragon Ball FighterZ comes out, it has to come out with rollback, and this Dragon Ball is gonna get rollback already. So if there is a sequel, I think that is baseline, one of the basic things that's gonna happen from the start, from launch. I would maybe like to see big switches, big changes. I would maybe like to see flexible team sizes like Skullgirls. I think that'd be cool.
That'd be interesting. That would be interesting. Very hard to balance, but interesting. One thing, I think, small things that I don't like about the game currently, and let's not talk about the meta because whatever. But like, the way sometimes your super dash activates before the other guy's super dash, and it's super random, and I don't like it. And also, every 2H should be anti-air frame 1 against super dash, for example. So one thing, like, it would really benefit my online experience. And maybe this is just me as a guy that does not compete anymore and just mostly plays online.
Yeah.
But these are mechanics that I'm like, this would be so good.
I would like to see them lean a little bit more into install type stuff, because Dragon Ball is also like really well known for like transformations. I worry what that would do to characters like Hit, Janemba, all these characters that don't actually transform that much. Like, are you missing out on mechanics, or are you making them busted because they are just in their final form already, as opposed to someone like a Goku that has to go through 3 transformations to reach the final form? I mean, if we look at adult Gohan through the history of Dragon Ball FighterZ, balancing that character has always been super tricky, because you can't make him too strong, because then he levels up and gets, busted. But at the same time, you can't make him too weak, because then he doesn't feel like a complete character until he levels up. So that is a delicate thing that I would love for them to find a balance for. It's kind of a careful what you wish for type of situation, because on one hand, yeah, I would like to see transformations work better in a Dragon Ball game. But on the other hand, if they don't pull it off, it's a recipe for disaster.
The line between transformations are there, but they're not useful, to transformations are there and broken, is so small that it's what a headache that must be to balance a video game around that.
Yeah.
Give Gohan a level counter, for fuck's sake.
That's so basic.
Dude, so basic, and yet.
Yeah. Gohan and Gogeta 4, honestly.
No, just delete Gogeta 4. Fuck that. Fuck the levels, man. What a stupid character. Oh my god.
You might have it covered, but I came pretty late. Have you seen how the network test of Blue Protocol turned out? What do you think? My only exposure to the network test of Blue Protocol was your video trader. Was all I watched on it. So, yeah, I have nothing to add besides what you said on your channel. Frank West had that in Marvel. Jay's gonna start watching these streams and gonna start talking about Marvel a lot, isn't he? That's what's gonna happen.
He just mentioned Frank West, one of my favorite characters in video games ever. So, I like that.
Am I gonna have to do some reading for some of the Monogataris? I don't see any anime for Kabuki or Neko White. I have never read Monogatari. Neko White has anime for sure. Kabuki, I'm not sure. But sometimes it's a matter of waiting, and that's why like I go back to Monogatari every few years and rewatch the whole thing, because they release new anime, and I'm like, okay, time to rewatch the whole thing.
Okay.
But let me see.
It's like I have no idea how any of the Monogatari fans ever watched their own show. If like the second thing I watched was the 3 movies that came out in 2016, when the original came out in 2009, and the next thing came out watched in like 2012. Like, how did you guys, any Monogatari fans, watched anything?
Ender is in a mood today. Jesus.
Are you enjoying it, Ender?
I am. I'm kind of angry for Monogatari fans because that feels like that would piss me off as like a fan of anything.
You want to talk, Ender?
Nah.
Is everything all
I'll be
right?
better later because I'll be going to watch the Mario movie.
I am gonna watch the Mario movie today too. I am happy though that I finally have someone to watch Monogatari with. There is a trailer for Kabuki Monogatari in 2015, so I'm gonna say there's probably anime here.
Okay.
Where to watch Kabuki Monogatari? Says in Reddit. Yeah, it should have anime. It is kind of hard to hunt down sometimes. You're right. There's too many seasons, and sometimes they're not all in the same service. Oof.
This was a long
I have a question.
Go for
I
it.
was thinking about this last night.
Okay.
I was like, would you possibly look into in the future of re-reviewing some like arena fighters?
Why do you want me to pick up Kill la Kill again?
Okay, no, that's not. That's part of it. But I just want to hear like
I want to
how things
downgrade
were,
my
like-
score for Kill la Kill is what I want to do.
I mean, I know you do, which is fair. They kind of cook the game.
Yeah.
That's the long. Yeah, so I get it. Like, you're not wrong. I was just thinking like, because Twitter For You page, I'm seeing people talk about like now people are like, oh, One Justice 2 was kind of good, and I'm like, oh, now you're gonna say that, huh? So I was like, seeing how people view things when they're initially coming out, and seeing how like everything is done as like a full package, how people feel about it. That's something that I just wanted to see if you were interested in.
I feel
we've
like I've
made
done that.
videos. Yeah, we've made that. We talked. There's a video I think where we talk about arena fighters actually, and I think we cover that, all of that in that video. But you don't want us to go back and review Kill la Kill. That's for sure.
I understand. Like, I still love the game, but I understand the way they handled the game after it came out and how the gameplay has changed. It lost some of its sauce. Like,
I almost
love
love the game. I almost love Kill la Kill. Let's put it that way. I almost love it.
But for My Hero, I do think we've done that. We didn't say it like, we didn't say, oh, here's a re-review. Like, we didn't frame it like that. But I do think we did like a goodbye video and highlighted like some of the stuff it did well. I don't think I would change my score for it. I gave it a C back then, because I think with anime games especially, you can't just look at the competitive side of things. You have to look at the fan service side of things too. And fan service wise, I think My Hero is kind of bad. I mean, the roster is good, and that's the one thing it does well. But I think the gameplay isn't flashy. I think the gameplay looks clunky, and like at the base level, I don't think that is a good casual game for My Hero fans. And story mode absolutely sucks. On top of that, like still not having some of the features that we asked for in online, like the ranked matches don't matter because it's not a ranked mode. You don't lose points ever, so it's a grind mode. And there's still no spectator. Like, we asked for that so much in the first game, and they didn't give us that in the second game, so
It's just the worst.
that really, really sucked. But
Yeah.
if you just look at the competitive side, yes, it's one of the best arena fighters ever made. One of the best, 100%, and like the only one with good netcode, I would say.
But there's another issue with My Hero, and that's one of the things that, this is a very interesting discussion and very, I honestly, I've been covering video games for a while, and I've been playing video games for 27 years now, and I wouldn't know what to do in that, because My Hero plays fucking great, and it's awesome to watch when you know what's happening. But for a casual, as a casual perspective, the game looks clunky, it looks bad. And I've seen I didn't realize this because we covered the game. We realized what the game was, but I didn't realize this until one of the podcasts that I heard a few months ago, where people talked about One's Justice, and their idea of the game was so different from mine. It's like their idea of the game was that the game was clunky and terrible. It played terribly, and the comments was like, "Yeah, I agree. The game. I was so hyped for the game." And I'm like, "Wow, this is not the idea that I have. This game plays so much better than this." But it does look weird. It looks clunky, the way that it floats to the wall, and like it is a weird game to look at.
And
so I don't know how you balance that.
Yeah, I think you got a lot of bad press also from content creators in general. I think Lotus still thinks it's a bad game. It's like one of the bad arena fighters. I think Afro feels the same. I think even, you know, a lot of the bigger creators like looked at that, and it's like it's the fan service side of things that pops up first, you know. And if the game's not hype, it's not hype, and they drop it, and they never look back at it, you know. Now realizing that a lot of the shit they're asking for their favorite arena fighters like Storm and whatnot, like they are present in My Hero, and they didn't give it enough praise. So yeah, I think that's also, I think, part of like what distinguishes us from other anime creators, other personality channels, where it's like it matters a lot more who the personality is and like the entertainment value of like I'm not saying their opinions don't matter, okay? So like don't misinterpret me here, but like you go watch a Lotus video, you go watch him because you like the person and you feel entertained by Lotus. Or is that did we disconnect? Okay. We might have like spiked. But what distinguishes us from those channels is that I think we have a little bit of a journalistic approach to it, where we give every game its fair shot, regardless of our personal feelings on it. And like whenever we have like a really big personal bias towards or against, we mention it and we make sure it's clear to everyone. And that way I think we have a more review and more informational based channel than they have. And granted, sometimes I feel jealous for those guys because I wish I had a more personality based channel, because that means I could do other things, or that means I would have a more successful live stream, for instance, because people would tune in for the personality and I could just do whatever the fuck I wanted, because people were here for me and not for the information that I'm giving. So sometimes I do feel like, okay, my strategy is not the best one for YouTube. And I think the channel sizes kind of speak for themselves on who's right about that and who's not, because those guys have huge audiences. I think the Lotus YouTube channel is smaller than mine, but his Twitch is 100 times bigger than my live streaming channel. And I think that's when you can see, okay, this channel is based on personality, this channel is based on information. I don't know where I'm going with this anymore, but
no, yeah, in conclusion, like
it's the difference between like having that first impression and dismissing a game right away, and taking your time and doing your due diligence to give every game its fair shot.
And to be fair, again, like it's not like there's a right or wrong, but there are channels that have just surpassed us in terms of like views and engagement, because the anime community tends to resonate more with the hype and the fan service than the things we value in video game. And that's fine. Like that's fine if that's for you. It's just not the way we like to look at those. And the way we like to enjoy a video game. And again, we are always super clear on, we get hyped as well. Like we get super hyped about a video game, and maybe the game's not gonna be good and we still like it. Me and Glob have disagreed on Kill la Kill, for example. I remember at the time I gave it a much lower score, but the reviews are Globku's. Like, we own the channel, but the reviews are ultimately his. He asks for my opinion, I give my opinion, but like the final word is his, because it's his review. And that was one of the ones. Man, I don't agree with this review. Even us, we tend to sometimes disagree. Maybe he's more hyped, maybe I'm more hyped for a game, you know. It happens. We still get hyped, but I think we're more focused on the gaming in general and what these games bring, even though they're anime games, these games bring to the video game,
right?
In general, you know.
Yeah.
That's a good way to go about it. Yeah.
Vegeta says, I think you look at the anime games from the video game side of things instead of the anime side of things, and I think that's a very good point.
Yeah.
I think that's a very big distinction. between us and a lot of creators out there. For sure.
You don't sugarcoat, so that's something that's very,
I don't care
like,
if it's a Naruto game, man. It's an arena fighter. It's gotta have these things, and no sugarcoats.
And sometimes we get mean comments, but
I remember Glob when I started getting heavily into his content, because a lot of people don't know, but I'll say it here. He's like my favorite content creator. Y'all are broken, but like I think the way you do things is very outstanding. But I remember the Tales of review, and I was in the Tales of Discord.
Yeah.
And it was like, what is he saying? And I'm like, you gotta realize Glob look at things from like what it is, and not like the fan perspective of it being a long-term series. I've been playing Tales since Abyss, right? So there's some things in the review I'm like, okay, I don't agree with it because I've been in this series for so long. But looking at it, what came out at that modern time compared to all the other RPGs out, it's like he's justified to feel that way. And it's just like, that was the first review I've seen that like a lot of people were like, yo, he may not be right, he may not be wrong.
No, I got a lot of shit for that Tales review. Yeah, for sure. It wasn't even like a full review. Like, I don't even consider it, because I dropped the game. I'm like, I'm not enjoying this. Like, I'm done. I don't think this is bringing anything new to the space, and so I'm not feeling engaged. I'm feeling bored, and so I'm not gonna go through 50 hours of this. Like, screw that. To be fair, in the following weeks, it was painful to see the game being very well received, because I got a lot of hate for that initial take. And then over the coming weeks, people were like loving the game and whatnot. And like, I'm happy that like when people love video games, I'm genuinely happy about that. But like that made my take even worse in a way.
See, but in this perspective on that, like from the hardcore Tales fans, the people that practice, lab the combos, we agree with you. That's the thing. Like most of us are like, yo, he was spinning all along, because the last stretch of the game is painful. Like, it is so bad. Like, it's probably one of the worst end games I've experienced in RPG.
But I didn't even make it there, So
the issue
that's
is,
not what I was talking about even. And
the
Quantum,
issue
thank you for becoming a premium, by the way. Thank you so much for this.
And also, Just Call Me Babe, thank you for the donation. Of course.
I am not thanking the donations with your name. That's on you, man.
Even though he calls me father, it's still $5. Thank you for your support. If I was the father, I would be the one supporting him, but he's supporting the father, so I'm fine with that. The people need to understand one thing: you were not wrong. None of your takes were wrong, because that's your fucking opinion. Like, people need to understand that.
And it depends on how I phrase things, because sometimes I phrase things as a fact, and I do have an arrogant side to me that I'm trying to get rid of. But yeah, if I say I think this, then yes, that take cannot be wrong. It's my opinion. But like, I've made video reviews on, like, let's see what IGN said about this game, and there are things that are factually wrong. So like, I'm not immune to that shit, I could be someone that says stuff that is factually wrong.
But usually when I feel that sort of like arrogant side, I call you out every time. I'm like, when I feel that, I always call you out, and when I don't, I just leave it in the video without saying anything. And honestly, for me, it didn't really feel like this was because I agreed with you as well, which could have been an issue. But like, I agreed with everything you said, and I always feel like when you did this, you were very clear that this was your opinion, that you never played the Tales before. This was your opinion about this video game. So like, I don't know, it's being wrong about an opinion is always, just, it's your opinion. You don't need to like every video game.
No.
And that's fine.
No one can take away that I didn't like Tales. Like, that's something that I didn't like what I played of Tales, and I didn't want to play anymore. Like, that's not fake, Like, that's something that only I can tell you honestly, like the way I felt. And I'm actually in a break right now where I could go back and play anything in my backlog. Before I get any further though, MacBeast, thank you so much for the premium. Thank you so much for that. I didn't want to forget it. But I'm actually on a break right now until Jedi comes out, where I'm not playing anything, because I just got done with Oh my fucking god, what the hell is going on, Crispy?
Crispy, good on you, man. Good on you. That's, that's fantastic. I hope you have fun.
Oh my fucking god. I'm actually in a lull right now. I was playing Have a Nice Death, the roguelike. And I reached the point where I said, I'd rather be Lightning Stripe. So like, I dropped that game. I'm like, I'm not enjoying it, I dropped it. And that's kind of the way I felt about Tales. The thing about Tales is, when I drop a game, I'm not hurting anyone's feelings, right? Because I don't have to tell you shit about what I do in my personal time.
Right.
But for Tales, I got a review code. And a review code from Bandai Namco comes with the expectation that I'm going to make a video on the game. And the video I'm making on the game is kind of an early review. So, fuck. I gotta speak my truth, right? So now some feelings are going to get hurt. But hey, here's what it is. Here's what happened. And I think that kind of taught me that maybe I should stay away from this series, because like clearly I'm not in sync with the community and I'm not contributing to what the community wants to know. Like a new Tales comes out, and am I the guy that they're gonna go for a review? Am I the guy that didn't like the previous Tales games? Why does he keep playing this game? No, this is the guy that should jump out of the series and not give this game the time of day, because he's not the guy that the community is gonna go for, or to answer the questions that the community has. Like that's not me.
It would be the people watching your review, very particular type of people that did not like the others as well, and maybe looked at the trailers and said, "This looks good. Let me look at what Clover has to say, because I know he didn't like the previous ones." But that's not really what we want, and it's something that we're listening to. There have been videos. And I'd say a few ones, actually, a handful of videos that we were going to release. And before we even started on those videos, we discussed something like, okay, the message that we're giving in this video is bad. Let's just not release the video.
Yeah.
Because like, we don't want to release that bad energy. Like, we don't like it. Why just bother people that are enjoying this? This is not the energy we like on our channel. So like,
yeah.
We have actually stayed away from releasing videos with bad energy in general. Yeah. Even if it's true, even if we agree and we discuss that beforehand, it's like, yeah, let's not just piss off the community. Well, just let them enjoy themselves.
It does depend sometimes on what it is. I think most of the examples that you are talking about right now are usually like free products or stuff that is kind of outside of our bubble. I remember like the last one we did was a Naruto fan game that I wanted to check out an update for. It's a fan game that I've covered in the past, and it's been updated, and I checked out the update, and I said no. Like, I don't like where this is going. Like, I don't like this direction. But this is a fan game. This is free, and these additions are based on community feedback. Like, these guys are studying their audience, and they're making changes based on that. Just so happens that the community feedback does not line up with what I want from this game. So I went back to the developer and said, hey, I'm not publishing a video on this because I didn't like it. And I didn't like it because of this. But rather than make a negative video on something that you're doing for free for your community, I'd rather just not talk about it. And they totally understand that position too. That said, Shinobi Striker releases a bad DLC. Yeah, I'll be here fucking hating on it. Because they charge money for that.
And not only that, your opinion matters a lot, because you've been covering this game for a while, and people look at your opinion, even if they will end up disagreeing with it. Your opinion is super valuable in Shinobi Striker in general. And not to say that your opinion is not valid for this, because I follow a lot of I don't tend to look at reviews in general. I tend to look at reviewers. And I know my opinion resonates with their opinion. So if they think the game is good, I'm probably going to think the game is good as well. And the other way around as well. They think the game is bad. Since my opinion resonates with them, I'm going to think the game is probably bad too. And that's something that, it's something you should look into. Not just, the review score, but actually the reviewer. And if their opinion really resonates with yours. Like, your opinion here would be just, this guy that didn't like Tales, will he like the new Tales? Let's see. So yeah, it wouldn't make sense to keep doing this for this particular genre and for the Tales series.
But I appreciate you calling me your favorite content creator. Yeah. And bringing up one of the times that I got the most hate on the channel. Cool.
Yeah, that was, yeah. Backhanded slap right there.
Yeah. Glob, would you ever be interested in playing through the PlayStation 2 Golden Wind game? I have it, and I can seriously recommend it, if anything, to see how the game is like. If there ever is more JoJo stuff, I assume that's JoJo, Golden Wind. I might do like a deep dive into past stuff, but it's not in my plans right now. I do have a bigger project that I'm working on. Yaya knows what it is, but in between, like, making the regular content, catching up with the ranking of Dragon Ball, because we gotta get to the Tenkaichi stuff, and working on that bigger project, I'm not looking to add anything else.
And also, thank you, Chunka, for gifting a membership. That was nice, and it was a while back, and we forgot to say anything. No, I didn't forget. No, it was just there.
It's when it's French, I ignore it.
No, Chunka has been nice. He deserves it. Let's come on.
True. How would you feel about a Xenoverse style Rurouni Kenshin game? I'm scrolling up in chat, by the way. I don't think that's a good game, because the reason why Xenoverse works is because it's Dragon Ball and it has a very diverse cast of characters. Kenshin, even though it has some cool characters that you can like play and whatnot, the coolest character in Kenshin is Kenshin. So after you play as Kenshin, there's no DLC there. There's no sales. So I don't think that would be a good format for Kenshin at all.
Just make a regular game with a proper story and good gameplay for a samurai game.
Yeah, but
that'll be more than enough.
Man, but Kenshin is going through that JK Rowling thing now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because the creator is a pedophile. So it's...
Oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah, we can't watch shit, man. Everything's getting...
Fucking hell.
Getting canceled.
Why are you guys so fucking... So many jerks?
It's convicted
Stop
too. Convicted too.
Jesus. Oh, convicted too? For fuck's sake.
It's not even just cancel culture. It's just, man's convicted.
Sometimes I'm just fucking tired of humanity, man. Jesus. Oh, I didn't know about that. Fuck. Oh, what a way to end the stream, huh? Fuck's sake.
Oh. But there is like the Kenshin anime is being remade. It's coming to Netflix. They're remaking the Rurouni Kenshin anime, everyone.
And that's the end of the stream.
Well,
thank you for watching.
Yeah. I'm so depressed. Cause I can't like nothing, bro. Like literally, I forgot about that when they announced. I was like, "Oh, new anime," and then the next tweet he was like, "Oh, he did this," and I'm like, "I'm not doing this Hogwarts thing again. I'm okay. I'm just not gonna talk about it."
Beast says, "Hard yikes." He just regretted subbing to this channel. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. That was a bad way to end this stream. I'm pissed. I'm. Oh my god. Wow. At least you know what? The universe is gonna end. We're getting the music.
Yeah.
We're gonna get sucked into a black hole.
Oh yeah.
This is all over.
It's all over. Should be ashamed, Rene. He's got nothing to be ashamed of. Now we did get a lot of new members in this episode, so make sure your Discord account and your YouTube accounts are connected. So when you go to the Discord, you have access to this voice chat, all these exclusive premium chats, and you can sign up for JoJo Fantasy even. You can do that by simply typing a character name from the available characters into this chat right here. We only have 9 spots left if you want to be a part of the not the next episode, but two episodes from now. So not this Monday, the Monday next week. But that's gonna do it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you on Monday for some JoJo Fantasy.
Bye, Skullgirls!
Take care.